Hey guys, Hannah here, and today I have a very different video. As you can see, it's like some type of notebook or something, and you don't see my face and stuff. So yeah, so today I'm just going to be talking about economics because I need to, and yeah, I'm just here to explain to you guys about economics and this thing called circular flow diagrams. So let's just get to it. So, first, what are circular flow diagrams, or what do they do? So, circular flow diagrams, they show the relationship between income and expenses. It describes all the transactions among the different sectors of the economy, namely households, firms, the government, and the foreign sector. So, we have these types of markets. Let's put this here. Types of markets. This is just for future references. So we have number 1. We have market for goods and services. Market for goods and services. 2. We have market for factors of production. Then lastly, we have the financial market, which could also be known as simply a bank. So, for our first model, it is the simple model. Right there. So, a simple model considers an economy with only two sectors, which is households and firms, and two types of markets, which is market for goods and services and market for factors of production. So now I'm just going to draw the diagram. So now we have the basic, the basic diagram. So now I'm just going to label them. So this one on top here is the goods and services market. Then over here is the households. Then down here they are the factors market. And then over here we have there you go. So I have just labeled the inside. So this over here, this part is the represents the goods and services sold. Over here represents the goods and services bought. Then down here is the land, labor, and capital, and over here is inputs for production. So then now I have labeled the inside. So then I'm now going to label the outer lines. So over here is going to be consumption spending. Over there. And then down here is going to be income. Over on this side it's going to be wages, rent, and profit. Let's see, I'll just put it past the line here. Then up here is going to be revenue. Let's put this just here. Okay, so let's just put that up there. Okay, and I've also named it figure 1. Okay, so I've just moved the whole diagram a bit more to the middle since I didn't want it going all the way over here. So I just moved it. So now let's just add some value to the green sides. So over here, let's just put, let's say, 1 million Philippine peso over there. Then down here, actually no, let's follow the arrows actually. Revenue, it's gonna be the same. Then we have the wages. And then lastly, the income. Okay. So the inner flows, which are labeled in orange over here, these inner arrows, are the flows of goods and services and the flows of factors of production. Then the outer flows, which are in green, are the flows of money. So let's just label these. So should I use a different color? No, let's just keep using green. Okay, so let's make consumption spending. Let's make that into C. Then let's make the income into a Y, just so it's easier. And there you go. Okay, so the main idea that this thing is representing is that Y, let's write this, let's say in the middle, just say that Y is equal to C, which means that income is also equal to consumption spending. So to make it a lot more elaborate, let's put this example over here. So it's going to be 1 million, which is the Y, is also going to be equal to 1 million, which is the consumption spending. There you go. Okay, so the total flow of money is represented by adding up all the consumption spending by households, which is C over here, this little arrow over here, all the consumption spending by households on the goods and services produced in the economy, which is equal to the market value of all the final goods and services produced in the economy. So it's just saying that it's all equal from, as you can see, from here to here to here to here. Okay, so that was very simple since that is the simple model. So now we're going to move to another model which contains savings, investment, and the financial market. In figure number 1, over here, back here on this one, households over here, they spend all of their income on goods and services. But then, now, in this one, let's do another figure in which households set aside part of their income as savings. Okay, now let's just draw that one. Okay, so here it is, the new diagram. So as you can see, there are some added things. So let's just label them again. So this is the same, the goods and services market. Then over here is the households. Then down here is the factors market. Then over here, the firms. And as you can see, there's a new extra one down here at the bottom. So that now is going to be the financial market. Or like I said a while ago, the bank. There you go. So as you can see the difference from this one and this one. This one's just a bit more complicated than the last. And let's just name this figure 2. Okay. So just the same as last time, this inner side over here in orange is the same. Then the second lines over here is consumption spending, income, wages, rent, profit, and revenue. They're still the same. So then now for the third extra lines, let's choose a color for that. Let's just get red. So then this one now, this new one, wait, that's too thick. Too thick. Okay. Here, now this one is called savings. And over here is borrowing by firms. Then up here is investment spending. Okay, maybe it's a lot easier if I color in the arrows. Would that be easier for you guys? Let's just see. So I tried it out and I think it's gonna be a bit too messy. So maybe let's just not do that. Okay. So now let's just add some value. So let's go here to the revenue. So let's make that, oh, that's too thick. There. So let's make this 1 million. And then we follow the line over here. That's going to be 1 million. Same as the simple model. Then income, 1 million. Okay, so now, wait, why are you green? No. Okay, so now, before we put something on this line, now that we have savings, let's put some money there. So let's say I'm now going to save 250,000. Okay, so then now, wait, what? Why are you red? No, this is black. It's gonna be black. Okay, so then now what we're gonna do is that because now that we saved, our consumption spending, I'll fix that later. Our consumption spending is now going to be 750,000 because we minused it and stuff. So for my income of 1 million, we saved 250,000. So now we're gonna just spend our 750. Okay, so I fixed the arrow and everything. So then now let's focus on the red lines over here. So now that we saved, so this borrowing by firms line, we're gonna put this 250 over here. I need to move you. Let's move you like over there. Okay, so then the borrowing by firms, so the firms borrowed your savings from the bank, so this thing goes to firms. Then they use it, so we put the investment spending. Where do I put it? Can I still fit it down here? No. Okay, let's just make some space. Let's move you a bit up. Oh, whoa, wait a sec. I need to select everything. Okay. I need to get all of you. my gosh. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm not gonna touch you. I'm just going to put it on top then. Is that readable? So there, 250,000. So then it goes back to the goods and services market. Why are you red? Okay, there. Wait, no, why are you? No, that's blue now. Okay, is everything fixed? Okay, we're all fixed. Okay, so you saved. Let's get a pink one. Is this? Oh no, that's too thick. Okay. Okay, so anyway, let's just use the orange one. So you saved 250 from your income over here. So then we subtracted it. So then now our consumption spending is now 750. So the savings over here go to the bank. Then the firms borrow it. That's why it says borrowing by firm. So they borrow your 250. So now this travels all the way up here to the firms. Then it goes over here to the investment spending. Because the firms are using it. They're spending it on the goods and services market. Over there. There you go. You know? Because you don't want to cooperate, I'll just rewrite to you. Right there. Okay. Now, there you go. Okay, for this economy, the sum of total consumption spending by households, which is C, let's label this over here, C, let's label this Y, what else? Oh yes, now we have a new label over here, which is I, investment spending, and over here is going to be S. Okay, so as I was saying, the sum of total consumption spending by households, which is C, and the total investment spending by firms, which is I, equals the total income of households, Y. So now that means, let's write a new one down here. That is going to be Y. Let's make a better Y. Y equals C plus I. There you go. Okay. Wait, let's just adjust it. Oh, okay. There. So let's just try. So income is 1 million, right? Equals C is 750 plus I, which is 250,000. So then that's, if you add them up, it's going to be 1 million equals 1 million. There you go. Okay, so to show the flow of money, let's just write C plus S equals C plus I equals Y. So to expand it, let's just make the pen a bit thinner. To expand it, we do 750,000 plus the 250,000 equals, C again, 750,000 plus the 250,000 equals 1 million. So if you just want to calculate it again, it's just going to be 1 million equals 1 million. There. Or, well, if you want to just make it longer, just put this one. Okay, so this is basically showing the flow of money through this economy with savings, investment, and financial market. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the circular flow model with the government sector. So let's just label this the government sector. Okay, so as you can see, I drew the diagram again, same as the one before over here, but now there's an extra part right over here. So that now, let's choose a new color. Let's make it this magenta-ish purple one. Okay, so then this is now the government. There you go. Now we have a new strand of the government. Oh wait, why did I make that? Never mind. Let's make that black actually. Government. Okay. There you go. So now with this new little strand over here, what that is going to be is tax. Okay, so let's name this figure. Let's put it down here. Figure number 3. There you go. So, in this figure, suppose that total consumption spending by households, which is this one over here, suppose that the value there is 675,000. So let's just put that there. 675,000 there. And total savings by households is 225,000. So down here in red, this is going to be 225,000 pesos. And that the total tax payments by the households, which is this new purple one, that the tax there is 100,000. Okay. So you can see it now? Okay, there. Thus, the 1 million household income is divided into 675 for consumption spending, 225,000 for the savings, and 100,000 for the tax payments. So let's just label these again. So consumption is, let's just put it here, C, and income is going to be Y. And this is, the 1 million. And then, we'll do that later. Then the savings are going to be S. And then tax, we have a new one now. It's just T. Right there. There you go. I'm just going to label the rest of it. In financial markets, the 225,000 savings, this one over here, are channeled into 225,000 investment spending by firms. So over here, it goes all the way there. I love my arrow, man. Okay, and in market for goods and services, which is over here, that one over there, the 100,000 household tax payments, this new purple one over here, are channeled into 100,000 pesos for the government spending right there. Okay, so, wait, let's label this new one. Oh yes, I forgot to put one here. Government spending right there. Government spending. I almost didn't see this little arrow. That's gonna be the, oops. That's going to be the 100,000 there. Okay, so now this is gonna be G. Okay, so the little equation solution thing that we're gonna do is it's going to be C plus S plus T equals C plus I plus G equals Y. So to expand that, that is going to be 675,000 plus 225,000 plus 100,000 over there equals 675,000 plus 225,000 plus 100,000 equals let's put that here, equals 1 million. There you go. So this is basically the government sector. So there's just an added part over here, which is tax. So yeah, now we're almost done. We have one more part to do. So now we're going to do the circular flow model with the foreign sector. There you go. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm just gonna draw it again. Okay, so I have finished drawing the diagram, and now you can see there's like a huge addition right around here, and so that is what we are going to call now the foreign sector. There you go. So the foreign sector actually now includes imports and exports. There you go. Here over here, what I wrote down here in figure number 4, which is this one, we see that there are other types of spending on goods and services, which are imports and exports. So exports to other countries would generate a flow of money into the Philippine economy. Into the Philippine economy, and imports lead to a flow of money out of the economy. Okay. So I actually, from down here, over here, I actually moved it because there's no more space. So I just moved it up here. Okay. So I've chosen pink for this. So then, I have some missing lines actually. Okay. So from the foreign sector, it would go to the goods and services market. Okay, how do I write that? Okay then. So, wait. I need to fix it. So from over here, then we do this one. Oh, whoa. Then we do from over here to here. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna fix it first. Okay, so I couldn't really do anything anymore because there wasn't any more space. So I just drew it myself. So like I labeled the others already, which is, I forgot to put tax and stuff. Oh, but we don't need that right now. So X is for exports over here, and then imports is actually M. Whoops, sorry, I hit the mic. So foreign sector going to the financial market. So if X minus M, which is exports minus imports, is less than, or is that greater than? Less than 0. Okay, so there you go. So I'm just gonna explain. Actually, there's not that much to explain. The only difference is that there is now exports and imports, or what in my school, when we talk about it, we call it imports, because it's an M rather than an I, so it's easier to remember exports and imports, but it's imports. So haha. So yeah. So I'm just going to be adding some value. So over here, just like last time. Was it like last time? Oh no, actually no, it's different. Okay, so this is gonna be 650,000. Then our income. Oh, I'm not even following the arrows. Okay. So 1 million. And then from over here, we have 1 million. Then our revenue would be 1 million. Okay, then for red savings, let's make that 250 there. And borrowing by firms, investment, and yeah. So then over here, the taxes would be 100,000. Okay, so it's not always these values, so this is just for example. Is that it? Is that all? Yep, I think that is all. So, our little equation, or actually, after reading, because I am also learning about this, the same as you guys, that these things that I've been writing in blue, that I kept calling equations or solutions, they're actually to calculate the GDP. And for some reason, I didn't understand that until now. So this is actually to calculate the GDP. GDP is the gross domestic product. I'll write that somewhere. I'll write that somewhere later. But yeah. So Y equals C is the GDP of the how to get the GDP in a simple model. Then with this one, it's like this, the blue ones. Then over here, and then over here. Okay, so to calculate the GDP of this one, it is going to be, can I make it thicker? Let me get thicker. Y is equal to C plus I plus G plus X. Why won't it write? X minus M. So to expand that, let's just zoom out so I can see. C is 650 plus I 250 plus G, which is 100,000, plus X minus M. Do we even have a value for X minus M? Oh, we don't have a value actually. So, never mind then. So, let's just say that there are given values for exports and imports, and you just do that. So, yeah. Okay. So, before this it's pretty long video, this lesson comes to an end, I'm just gonna recap what each letter means. So E is expenses, Y is income, C is consumption, S is savings or total savings, I is total investment or just investment, T is total tax or just tax, G is government spending, X is exports, and M is imports. And lastly, GDP is the market value of all final goods and services produced within a country during a given year. So let's just go all the way back to the simple model. So this one is how to get the GDP of that. Let's just put that there. GDP. Then over here, it's going to be the GDP. Then down here. Oh, not anymore. So over here. And there you go. There you go, just to clear things up for myself and for you guys. So there, that's all we've covered up. So yeah. So if you guys have made it to the very end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned how to do things like that. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's make that green, and turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. Is that even a notification bell? But yeah, whatever, you know what one looks like. It's right next to the subscribe thing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and yeah, stay safe from the coronavirus. Always wash your hands and sanitize, and just be safe. Stay at home and take your vitamins and all that jazz. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!